Good afternoon, Bondseye here. Today, it is beautiful here in southeastern Ohio. Wind's blowing a little bit, flowers are growing, everything's just mighty alrighty. Anyways, today's fun adventure. We went, well, we're gonna walk into the building here. Oh boy, it's a nice day. Hey, you like all them boxes? I sell toys on eBay, so I have lots of boxes. This big box here is a 12 by 20 Temu building. We're going to set it up in the side yard over top that little Crosley. We're going to paint that little Crosley in that building. This is my I added this building for the lift later. Ends up being higher in the hill and this and that, so you know, I did the right thing and cut a hole in the door. And we had a last video. Now I cut this side off and I stuck this fender in. I'm still gonna make me a patch there. And this metal is just so absolutely thin. You know, I'd kind of like to keep that little body line there. I knocked this dent out just a little bit, but my wife is going to use it as a mail vehicle. So she's likely going to dent it back in. Anyways. Oh. Here's a few more of our toys. We'll be getting to this. I bought these two Jeeps for the engine. The engine was dead in the red. The other one's a year, I believe it's a year newer. It has a pretty good running engine. 85 300ZX and 87 Firebird with a 350. Has all the WS6 crap. Found a replacement rubber piece for that bumper. It's going to be getting painted soon. Both of those are going to get painted soon. But anyways, what we're doing today, see, we're missing some metal. And it's all rotted. It's all rotted through there. So the rust treatment stuff did pretty good. I'm gonna clean that up. Basically, I'm gonna bust this stuff apart, get that off of there, so we're gonna put that piece in there. So, anyways, I'm gonna get set up. Be back with you. But before I go any further, I add some music to these videos. It's all original, unsigned music that I have permission, you know, by the people who sing and perform the songs to do it. If you'd like me to, you know, include your music in some of it, you know, there's a possibility of that. Message me, whatever. But like, subscribe, you know, help me grow this. You know, I have basically, I'm doing it to help motivate me to work on these vehicles, to get them done. I have bought more than one person needs. I like them all. I think they'll all be pretty cool. And you guys, you know, you guys watching helps motivate me to do it, even though it's slowing me down a little bit. Otherwise, I might not be doing it all. I'd just be, you know, screwing around. I have way too many hobbies. And again, I sell toys, so I spend a lot of time on eBay, you know, either researching what I got or dealing with what I got. Anyways, we're going to get going here and get set up. Alright guys, here's what we're looking at. See, it's pretty much gone. This I took this piece off. Let me see, we have our fender here. that we cut off. I cut it off the inside of that lip. So we're going to come down here. I like my hand, yeah. It's been gone since 2008. Hurts every day. But you keep on keeping on, right? All right, party people. Geared up a little bit here. Put on some gloves. Got my headphones on. Cut this stuff off. Anyways, here we go. Back. Got this outlet here. Inside, got these ears. Pretty much includes curve and about an inch behind. So now I guess I gotta go back here and cut some more off of this. Yeehaw, but you get some music. Again, this is all original unsigned music. To my knowledge, nobody else is doing this. You guys keep subscribing, liking stuff, sharing stuff, commenting, help me grow. I have the electricity. I will, you know, we could set up a band. You know, I could record them. They could come have a practice. I could record them a live video, which I could share with you guys. You know, and then they'd have that performance video to take and share with their people. And you know, if they're going to have a video, they're going to tell people about it. Of course, you know, I want them to come see me for my stupidity, because the more you like what I do, and the more, you know, help me get in with doing this stuff. I have the ambition, and I have the will, and I just need to have the want, and you guys help bring that around for me, maybe. But anyways, I'm gonna do some more cutting. You're gonna get some more tunes. See you soon. All right, guys. we had the camera, we turned around and the wind blew the camera over, so we're back in action yet once again. I cut this little hunk off around here. Well, here's my microphone. That was on the floor. Well, you've been joining my videos where I like to put it on the floor. I like to stick it to a jack handle. You know, I like to leave it places. You know, I'm taking you guys with me, but sometimes I leave a little of myself wherever I happen to be. But we have this space. All right, this guy should be getting closer. Starting down from here. Then we can start seeing, looking at what we have right here, the transition. We know that that has to be right there. Then we come around. When we see this is a little bit high here, and we have most of this lit, but not all of it. So I think, well, I'm going to try to leave what's here. We'll get the grinder back out. We'll trim some more of this guy down here. We're going to go for the top of this roll and maybe leave just a little bit more here because it looks like I got a little bit high right here. And you know, it's just a matter of repetition. It is not skill. Bodywork is repetition. I don't know, you know, basically I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'm just a guy, you know, if you're a guy out in your building and you cut shit apart and you want to make stuff a little bit better and you're like, you get your pieces and you cut them apart. It's going to be like a puzzle, you know, we're just going to keep nipping and snipping and stuff like that until, you know, until we're ready to, I don't know, do something else. So anyways, I know now I'm getting in here already. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to have to, since we have that needs to go forward. So I pretty much need to, you know, cut most of this lip off. So we'll get you down here. We'll get you some grinder action down at the floor.
Scared by life's installments, comes to the end of her tether from all the torture, repetitive housework, or spick and span, the long-awaited overdue courage to perform the recreation. It was a foggy morning as he left for work, but not before he'd blackened her eye and thrown her down the stairs. Spat in her face, called her the usual useless slut, grabbed his packed lunch and left her in that state. I've had enough, I won't take no more. My long-term suffering has been for absolutely nothing. You are such a coward, always using fist and kicks. Your ego is certainly a lot bigger than your dick.
1 minute of energy. Hope you guys are having a great day. Happy Friday. Bondseye.
She picks herself up again, but this is for the last time. That lovely packed lunch is laced with laxative. He will come home when the boss starts to work. She straps the weight to the chair and sharpens the knife. The triple wire is shining as she sat and waited. 20 years of rage cutting into her thoughts. The car pulled in and then the cat booted footsteps. This is the time. This is the time now. I've had enough. I won't take no more. My long-term suffering has been for absolutely nothing. You are such a coward, always using fist and kicks. Your ego is certainly a lot bigger than your dick. He missed the wall, but there was no turning back now. She swung the hammer that connected his forehead. He fell unconscious. She tied him tight to the chair to bring him around. She threw ice water in his face. He shook his head violently, spitting and cursing. She punched and kicked him in the face for as long as she could. Then in front of him produced a bottle of bleach. He cried and pleaded as she forced it down his throat. To enjoy herself, and now she was. She's the one who's shouting, and now he's the one who's sliced his arms and chest as he struggles in pain. Stabbed his feet and smashed his kneecaps again and again. He's now a sick, sobbing, convulsing mess. She laughed and spat at him and left him to his distress. Do you remember all the suffering I've taken from you? Well, fuck you, it's my time. I'll see you in hell. I've had enough. I won't take no more. My long-term suffering has been for absolutely nothing. You are such a coward, always using fist and kicks. Your ego is certainly a lot bigger than your dick. Your ego is certainly a lot bigger than your dick. Your ego is certainly a lot bigger than your dick.
mountain. Worlds is so strange. Eat on the ocean. Remember the pain. Whoa, did we come?
I think if you have a Corvette, people want, you know, if they have a Corvette, they're going to stop by and see you when you're out.
Times have changed, our hearts for all remain.
You're going to stop by and see Bondseye. You know, then
Gratify the illusion that we were all one same.
I'd show you that Corvette. It's pretty cool.
Mine is torn inside my head. Watch me roll through the darkness.
And the wind is going to continue to blow. And I hope you enjoy.
Watch me roll through the dark. Yeah. Torn by things the wrong side. On the burn, on the die. I refuse to learn much. Need love torn down. Every life's gone out.
But I'm getting
You
stuff.
feel I'm torn inside. And learn me darkness was wrong. Find the way out of here. Torn down inside of my head. Gratified.
Alright, let me get back over here. See how our fitment is fitting. Let's see. This here, it looks like it might need a little bit of adjustment down.
Get out of my way while I am doing stuff. What are your hobbies? What am I? You're watching me doing this. You know what? What are you doing? Hopefully we're all doing something. All right. What do you think? We're gonna have to fit it one way or the other. We're gonna fit it. Let's say. This is a high-tech adjustment. You can't get this. You can't get this anywhere. You guys were worried when I was cutting down that gas, huh? Well, you know, I already cut the other one apart. And I was more careful. There's a plastic guard in here. Then you got your filter neck. The gas in it's a couple years old. I bled the tank out before I put the cap back on. The cap's loose. It's not really all built up with fume. I wasn't. Well, you know, I probably got good ratings if it had blown up, but that did not happen. We are still kicked out a little bit here. So we're just gonna. Now it'll give us a little table. We now have a little table to rest our piece on. You know, it's crap. It's trial and error. You know, it's just a matter of carrying the seed, getting her done. Let's see, where did that go? That should be. Let's start here. Down here, so this should be pretty close here. Ah. I don't know if you can see, guys, but we're actually doing pretty good. Sit over there a little closer. Where we gotta go here? Knock us up here. Suppose. We're stretching the metal, huh? I'm gonna call it smacking the metal with a hammer. I'll continue to smack it till it feels all smacked. Yeah, we're pretty good. Pretty good to hear. Looks like we'll have to chop this back here. And you can see we have went through the last of the other wheel. We're gonna make this a little more cut. This is a little bit small. Into that one. This one seems huge. These things aren't huge. If I could be sponsored by anything, man, what kind of car often do you guys use? Give me some good, I can't pay $5 for these little things because I'm just gonna ruin it. Man! Let's get this chopped off here, see how close we are. Go ahead and get this guy trimmed up just a little bit so he's not quite so sharp. Guys, how you doing? You guys still hanging in there? I'm still hanging in there. Really just like that to go there. So, guess you put up one, put the other down. I could chop all this stuff off, but if I can get them overlapped, then I'm gonna have more protection. What's going on? Yeah, I'm bringing you up here with me. There we are. Now we're back. Let's see. We'll bring you up to here. Here. I get these two pieces together. It's where they're fitting. That's all I think. I don't know, you noticed earlier. Things all off. Put a pressure wrench. Put your pressure wrench. I really don't use a crescent wrench for much aside from this kind of stuff, because man, I put a crescent wrench on a nut or a bolt and I strip it. It's guaranteed. But you can just, metal. It's thin metal. You just go along and pick your spacing. I mean, just pay enough attention to it. I mean, you can really even do it without putting too many kinks in the stuff. Yeah, so especially works when your care factor is -5 and you're just trying to make stuff happen. We're coming just about to the end of this video because my wife is home from running milk. I am hungry. I'm hungry, and it looks like we got a little bit more trimming to do. But you guys know that I'm gonna get her there. We need to. Oh. What do you guys think? We're getting there. But anyways, I think right now I'm gonna call this an end of today, or at least call it the end of this video. It's I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's kind of boring. I just wanted to listen to some songs and see me do a little bit of stuff. Anyways, we'll back at you when we see you next. Bondseye 66 on YouTube. Please subscribe, share with your friends. You got music, comment to me on the YouTube. I'm looking at them posts. I'm going to see it because nobody's commenting. I have I don't know. I might be right around 100 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. And of course, most of you, I've came through to you and found you as your friends and my whatnot, and I ask you to check me out and this, but I do appreciate you, and hopefully I can. I used to love singing in a van, so I could share myself with you. Here's a new way for me to do it. Anyway, Bondseye out.